Hello everyone, Pixelem Gaming here, welcome to a new video. So today we are going to be reviewing The Sims 2 Apartment Life. This is the last expansion pack I will be reviewing for The Sims 2, but don't worry, there are 3 more stuff packs left for me to review, so don't worry, I'm going absolutely nowhere. The case includes a manual and a CD-ROM, and the back shows all the cool stuff you can do. Is life just too much of a grind for you and just the same thing? You go to work, then use your pay just to pay the bills, leaving you with nothing? That's like slavery. Well, don't worry, there's a new town to play on which is called Belladonna Cove, which is a new town added to The Sims 2 Apartment Life. It also includes a statue of Belgoth, which I'm only guessing is just to mess with people who make theories in the game. This new kind of property your sim can now live in is called apartments. What I found disappointing about this is that your sim can only move into these small apartments that are the size of a 2-story house, and not these big-ass skyscrapers that are used as set dressing. Whichever apartment complex you choose to move into, your sim will still need to choose an apartment. This can be done by clicking on the door and choosing Rent Apartments. Some apartments are fully decorated, and some are unfurnished, which gives you the fun job of decorating it yourself. There are 2 types of furniture in this pack that can now be used to save space. This is the spiral staircase, and the second is the new Murphy bed, which can be brought up or down by just clicking on it. Be careful though, if your sim is in a bad mood and has a low fitness skill, there is a small chance that they could die from the Murphy bed. But don't worry, it is a small chance, so make sure you stay strong at the gym. There are also new walk-in closets in the game where you can choose clothes. It is also a new woohoo location. There is also a new medicine cabinet. If your sim does not have enough time to shower, use this. It must be placed on top of a sink. Here your sim can wash their face and brush their teeth. There's also a new oil heater because you can't place fireplaces in your new apartments, so there must be a solution to staying warm. You have also got neighbours, so why not go say hi to them whenever they come out of their apartments. If you get a high enough relationship with them, you can go and visit inside of the neighbours' houses as long as they are at home. Your landlord comes every day to maintain the lot and make sure that your apartment is not a mess. Every Monday your sim must pay the rent. If they leave the rent for long enough, your landlord will come by and collect the rent from you, forcing your sim to pay it. Your sim still needs to pay the bills, but roommates can help you lure them. Speaking about roommates, to get them, your sim can place an ad over the phone. After you place the ad, your sim will start to get phone calls from people who want to be your roommates. Or your sim can search for a roommate on the newspaper or computer. These roommates will work like pets, where you can't control them, and they will have a job and do regular things like going for walks and going to work. Roommates also have their satisfaction meter. If it is low, your roommate will move out, or you could just kick your roommate out if they are being too much of a bad person. Children now have a playground where they can play and teens can hang out. The playground also improves your children's body skill. There is an open mic where Sims can sing, recite poetry, and do stand-up comedy. You can also find breakdancers. If you pay them, these breakdancers will teach your sim how to breakdance. There is also human statues to view. You can tip them or watch them, and some human statues also like to scare sims. There are new vending machines added to some lots to serve drinks, and others sell food. There is also a new food stand where your sim can buy a grease-covered hot dog. Socializing on lots does now affect your sim with the new reputation meter. If you are mean to sims on lot, the reputation meter would lower, and if you are nice to sims on lot, the reputation meter would rise. This is the closest thing in The Sims 2 to being famous. Witches now exist in The Sims, and they appear on community lots. If it is an evil witch, they'll make rainy weather if you have seasons installed, and a nice witch will clear the weather. Whichever witch your sim decides to talk to, which will grant your sim magical powers if you have a high enough relationship with them. A female witch is called a witch, and a male witch is called a warlock. A spellbook and cauldron will also appear in your sim's inventory, which can make you cast witch spells. The spellbook shows your sim's witch spells. You can either study the path of darkness or study the path of light. Whichever path you choose, after a while your sim will learn some spells, or you can find out which spells your witch has found out by clicking on the spell book. There are good spells, evil spells, neutral spells, and potions. You can learn straight from being a witch. There's also a skill level for your sim being a witch. As your sim begins to learn more spells, the higher their skill level in being a witch will slowly increase, allowing them to have the ability to cast more spells. Being a good or evil witch will also change your sim's looks, and if your sim becomes atrociously evil, or the opposite, they will have an aureole of light surround them. Also, evil witches will turn green. Your sim can cast spells by making reagents in the cauldron. There are tons of spells in this pack, so I will leave you to find them out yourselves. If you do not want your sim to become a witch or warlock anymore, you will need the Witch Begone potion. There are 3 ways of acquiring this potion. The first way is to call the matchmaker and buy a potion. This is only if you have Nightlife installed. The second way is to fly to the witch secret realm and buy a potion of another witch, or you are a witch yourself, why not just make the potion? Whichever way your witch gets the potion, that no longer makes them a witch. It can be drank just by clicking on your sim, and they will become a witch no more. Even though your sim is no longer a witch, they can still keep their spellbook and cauldron, they just can't use it anymore, so they might as well sell it. There are some other new small objects that are now added to the game, like the small dog. This works less like the dog you can get in pets and more like the hamster you can get in pets, where you keep them in this cage and they can be picked up or fed. Another new thing is the large aquarium, which does not need any maintenance, and your sim can just look at the fish. If your sim is rich, they can hire a butler, which will take care of the house, and if your sim is very rich, they can buy a helicopter. This is the only Sims game where you can buy a helicopter and fly it. This works like a car, and you can fly it to different lots and even to work. You can now move paintings up or down by holding on a left or right brackets on your keyboard. There's a new bookcase with a very secret and mysterious book, which works like a hidden door and a not so hidden room, because you're an all-seeing god and the Sims looking down from them below. So that is The Sims 2 Apartment Life. So is this a good pack? Well, the price on Amazon is £5.15, and there are only 3 left in stock, so get it while it's hot. It is one of the small packs in The Sims 2, but that is fine for what it brings, as long as you are fine with just living in an apartment and being a witch. So guys, that's going to do it for today's episode. I hope you like watching. As always, see you next time. Bye.